हम लोग अपना वही वाला डायग्राम बना लेते हैं, ठीक है। इसमें डॉर्सल इंट्रोसियस यहाँ लगा देते हैं, पामर एंड डॉर्सल, पामर एंड डॉर्सल, पामर एंड डॉर्सल। उसके बाद ओपोनेंस फ्लेक्सर एब्डक्टर, ओपोनेंस फ्लेक्सर एब्डक्टर, डिजिटाई मिनिमाई एंड पॉलिसिस। उसके बाद एडक्टर पॉलिसिस, ठीक है। इसके बाद हम लोग जो हैं, देन वी विल पुट पामर एपेनेरोसिस which is from the palmaris longus muscle, and then we will put tendons. These tendons are खत्म हो गया है। These tendons are, यहाँ पे intermediate septum हो गया, ये mid palmar space, scalar space. This is the flexor pollicis longus, digitorum profundus, 4 tendons, superficialis 4 tendons, profundus 4 tendons, and we all remember lumbricals. You remember this much? Huh? Then this is the abductor pollicis brevis, but here will be the abductor pollicis longus tendon, then extensor pollicis brevis tendon. Alright, then extensor carpi radialis longus and brevis. Alright, extensor indicis, 4 extensor digitorum.
So EPL कर लेना।
extensor pollicis longus tendon, yes, correct. Extensor pollicis longus tendon and extensor carpi ulnaris. Right? And here, of course, you will remember you have the palmaris brevis. याद होगा नहीं? All right. Now we pass this nerve. This is the ulnar nerve. The superficial branch is here. 5 centimeters above the wrist, it has supplied the palmaris brevis. The superficial branch will supply 1.5 digits, ulnar digits, okay, ulnar side digits, and will communicate with the superficial branch of the median. Right? The deep branch will pass between flexor and abductor digiti minimi here, will pierce the opponents, will supply 3rd and 4th lumbricals, will supply all intraossei, alright, will supply all intraossei, and will end in the transverse head of adductor pollicis. Correct? Right? So, the ulnar nerve paralysis will paralyze flexor carpi ulnaris. It will paralyze flexor digitorum profundus 3 and 4. It will paralyze the palmar carpal branch, which supplies the palmaris brevis and the skin. It will paralyze the superficial branch of ulnar nerve, which means sensory loss to 1.5 digits. It will paralyze the hypothenar, causing wasting and positive guava test है, guava test abductor digiti minimi वाला. All right. It will paralyze the 3rd and 4th lumbricals, resulting in ulnar claw hand. The function of the third and fourth lumbrical, you know, is flexion of the MP joint and extension of PIP and DIP joint. But here what has happened, reverse of this is Clohan. MP extension, PIP, DIP, flexion. But when we say that FDP third, fourth is paralyzed in a high paralysis, the flexion of the distal interphalangeal joint will not be there. So the deformity ulnar Clohan will become lesser. So this is called as ulnar paradox. Then it will paralyze all interossei, and this leads to what is called as card test. Then it will paralyze transverse head of adductor pollicis. This is called as book test or Froment sign. So these are the physical signs that indicate ulnar nerve paralysis. The treatment of ulnar nerve is decompression. You can decompress it medically by steroids or changing anti-leprosy drugs to clofazimine, withdrawing DDS, or you can decompress it surgically in the canal of Cannon or the groin canal here below the pisciohamate ligament. But if there is a residual paralysis, you will have to deal with lumbricals, third and fourth lumbrical, and you may have to deal with transverse head of adductor pollicis. So how do you deal with lumbricals? This is what we have to discuss. The first is FDS of third. This is called as Bunner. Alright. Then you can have flexor carpi radialis, then extensor carpi radialis brevis, which is called as Rand. Then extensor indicis and extensor digiti minimi. These are the tendon transfers. These are the tendons available. Then the next thing that you can do is you can do a capsuloplasty of the MP joints, causing a flexion contracture at the MP joint. That is called as Zancoli's capsuloplasty. Or you can simply produce a skin contracture. On the distal transverse palmar crease. So this is called as Fritchie's. So FDC 3 or 2, which is Bunner. So these are the various operations available for restoration of lumbricals. And for adductor pollicis, you have to take extensor indices. Extensor indices can go into adductor pollicis. So these are the various tendon transfers of various surgeries for ulnar Clohan. Then we start talking about, नहीं अभी इधर से median कर देते हैं. The median nerve gives the palmar carpal branch. Okay, right here, this is the palmar carpal branch. Then it gives a superficial branch which supplies 3.5 digits and also communicates with the ulnar. The deep branch passes under the carpal tunnel, in the carpal tunnel, between abductor and flexor, pierces opponents and ends in first and second lumbric. So primarily median nerve involvement around the wrist allows you the opponents to fail. Allows the opponents to fail. Besides this, it is primarily sensory. So it can lead to carpal tunnel syndrome, sensory loss in 3.5 fingers, and then this. So it leads to what is called as the ape thumb deformity, and this sign is called as pen test. Okay. The second thing is that FDS is paralyzed and FDP is also paralyzed, so it leads to pointing index. Pointing index is very simple to deal with. The FDP of the first and second can be fused to FDP third and fourth. Okay, so that comes back. And for this opponents, you do what is called as opponents plasty. Now, the important thing about opponents plasty is that you need to treat the contracture of the first web space first. You have to make sure that there is no contracture of the first web space, because there is a very wide angle width for this contracture. See? So there has to be no contracture of the first web space. You may have to deal with skin, subcutaneous tissue, deep fascia, dorsal interosseous, and you may have to do a Z-plasty of the skin here. The second important thing is that the carpometacarpal joint must be painless and stable. So painless, stable joints is the second requirement. And when you start thinking of opponents plasty, you can say fixed origin transfer, fixed insertion transfer, and intrinsic transfer. The fixed origin transfer is FDS of third. So you take the FDS of third, root it around the pulley of flexor carpi ulnaris, and insert it around the thumb in a circumferential manner. That is called as Riordan's. Or you take it through the subcutaneous tissue, make a pulley in the subcutaneous tissue here, and insert it equal distance into the abductor pollicis brevis, equidistant from the axis of movement of flexion extension. Same tension of this and this slip, equidistant from the axis of movement, जिससे कि इसको खाली ये abduct करे, flex और extend न करे. ठीक है? That is Brandt's transfer. So Brandt's subcutaneous pulley, Y-shaped insertion into abductor pollicis brevis. Riordan's FCU pulley, flexor carpi ulnaris pulley, and circumferential insertion into the thumb. So there are two transfers that are attributed to FDS3. Now the fixed insertion transfer is that you take the extensor pollicis brevis tendon. Its insertion is fixed, and you can use as a motor flexor carpi radialis, FCR, flexor carpi radialis, palmaris longus, flexor carpi ulnaris, or extensor carpi ulnaris. Any of these can act as a boater, but the insertion is fixed. Extensor pollicis brevis. Okay? So that is called as fixed insertion transfer. It is also called as Phelan-Miller procedure. It is also called as okay. And intrinsic is that you take the abductor digiti minimi, turn it like this and insert it onto abductor pollicis brevis. That is called as Littler's transfer. That is called as Littler's transfer. Then in the radial nerve you have wrist drop, finger drop and thumb drop. So for the wrist drop you take pronator teres. For the thumb drop you take palmaris longus. And for the finger drop you take flexor carpi ulnaris. That is called as Robert Jones transfer. So these are the various transfers, various surgeries done for paralytic head. Is this clear?